Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be talking about why the Nintendo Switch 2 is one of the best handheld controllers I've ever heard about. So, first of all, I don't own one yet, being the keyword, but I've been eyeing it for a while, and I've been seeing so many reviews, so many unboxings about it, that I'm like, I need one to see if it's worth it. Because so many people say there's a lot of problems with it. Meanwhile, I see another side of it that has no problems, and it's one of the best things I've seen in my life. It's sleek, it's smooth, it has larger storage, the screen is massive, and the Joy-Cons, in my opinion, I think that's the best design of the whole thing, is that it's magnetic. You don't have to slide it on. You don't have to be scared it will break. It's magnetic. It's not gonna break easily, and I doubt it will break unless you step on it. Then there's something wrong with you. But anyways, as I was saying, the Joy-Cons are amazing, and I don't like that you have to charge them as well. But I did hear that the Joy-Cons give you at least 20 hours of gameplay, and the console itself gives you at least 3 to 6 hours. I think 4 to 6 hours, depending on how you charge it. Both take 2 to 3 hours to charge, if you think about it. Um, and I would also like to say that the resolution is amazing. The frame rate is surprisingly a lot, along with the storage. I wasn't surprised when I heard it was going to be bigger and better. I was surprised about the storage being bigger because not a lot of things have bigger storage. It's 8 times bigger. You can download up to 128 gigabytes of stuff, which allows a lot actually for new games that are suddenly so big and so pricey. What else? There's also another thing I've been seeing people complain about, and it's that the Nintendo Switch 2 games are way more expensive than the normal Switch games. But I understand why, but I also don't see the point. So, some games, they need to be compatible with the Switch 2, and if you don't buy the compatible game, it's not gonna work. But some games on the original Switch, it does work with the Nintendo Switch 2, but it also doesn't. Some games, I think Ghostbusters, the video game, isn't compatible with it. But normal games that people will likely play a lot will be compatible. Like Fortnite is compatible. I think Minecraft as well. Little Nightmares 3, Little Nightmares, all that stuff, it's compatible because people play it a lot, and they'll probably play it on both devices. What else? Oh yeah, that's also another thing. The type of games you can play. I hear some games are being, how can I say, what? No. Some games don't want to work, but they are compatible. And I've heard that Minecraft is having a better upgrade, even though it's for the even though you have a Nintendo Switch 1 Minecraft game, it will be way better on the Nintendo Switch 2. And I feel like that's a sort of cheat. Like you can cheat the system by having a game that you bought for like $5, and you can just transfer it over to a better console where that same game will be $10 to $15, which I feel like is a cheat. But also, as I said, some games aren't compatible, which I feel like cancels each other out. And there's another thing I want to talk about, which is the dock. I heard it's a charging station, but it can also be as a display Bluetooth system towards the TV if you want to host games, or if you want your game to be way bigger and right in front of you. And I've seen other people try to connect the dock to a PC so that they can record their gameplay. I don't know if it's true. I've never seen those videos, but I've seen a lot of them recently. I haven't checked any of them out, which might be a disappointment or not. I don't know. I need someone to debunk this for me. But as I was saying, the dock is big, it's light, it's, how can I say, better, but not as exciting as the Nintendo Switch 1. I don't have a Nintendo Switch 1, I have a Nintendo Switch Lite, which isn't actually that good. But anyways, both docks, they don't, I've seen people try this out, and I don't know why. I've seen some putting the Nintendo Switch 2 in the Nintendo Switch 1 dock, expecting it to work. I don't know if it actually works, but I doubt it does. But yeah, the dock, in my opinion, is way better. It's smoother, it's lighter, it's more compatible, and that's more of the reason why I want the Nintendo Switch 2 is because you can hopefully connect the controllers and the screen to a PC so that you can keep on recording. Because for me, I have to keep pressing that recording button and it only records for 30 seconds, which is annoying. And I don't want to keep doing that. Another thing I want to touch on is the size of the Nintendo Switch 2. It's almost too big to be a handheld device. It's like a mini tablet, basically. You can have it with you, and you can also have a carrying case for it. It's just gonna be so bigger, so heavy, that you might accidentally drop it and break it, but I doubt you will, because the durability on the Nintendo Switch 2 is fantastic, and it's, as I said, I have headphones that I'm using right now. They are heavier than the previous ones I had, and they're more durable, which means, in my opinion, heavier equals more durable for some devices. But let's get back on the size of the Nintendo Switch 2. I understood why they made it bigger, so that you can see more of what you're playing, and it's not an issue, but sometimes a lot of people just want a smaller screen, but unlike other people, I want a bigger screen because I'm getting sick of the Nintendo Switch Lite having literally a phone screen size screen. So, yeah. The pricing, it's too much. It's in America, I heard it was $500, but here in South Africa, it's nearly between 10 and 12,000 rand, which is a bit of a problem. I understand, but I don't feel like they should have done this. In my opinion, this is my opinion, okay? In my opinion, I feel like they should have done what Epic has done to Fortnite and make the system itself literally free or $10, and the games, just keep the games at the same price as they already are, because I feel like that's gonna have more people attracted to it. But I understand why they also didn't take this way, because well, it's Nintendo, what do you expect? Yeah, so that's it. The pricing is so much, and also I heard that if your Joy-Cons break, you have to buy $50 new ones, which here in South Africa, just let me check. I have my calculator open, sorry. Dollars to rent. Say that's $50. You for new Joy-Cons here in South Africa, we have to pay at least 815 rand for that stuff. It's expensive, and I don't like the approach they did with the pricing. That's the only problem I have. It's also the problem with that people struggle to connect it to their PCs. I don't know about that story, but yeah. Um, so yeah, final conclusion. The reason why I want the Nintendo Switch 2 is because it's fun. I know that if you buy one, you don't own it, you just own the licensing for it, which, in my opinion, it's the same thing. But the reason why I want one is because it's bigger, it has better storage, better screen, better frames per second, and the graphics on it is amazing. It doesn't have an OLED screen, which I don't mind, but it is amazing, and it has way more features than the regular Switch, the OLED, and the Nintendo Switch Lite. So the real reason is because, well, just to have more fun, also to have a better experience, because Nintendo Switch Lite, it is slow with some games. With Fortnite, it's laggy. With Minecraft, you struggle to load things in. With other games, it's so crispy that it looks like the whole game card was put into a deep fryer, pulled out, and just slammed right into the game itself, which is a problem because I don't want to look as some crusty, dusty game while playing. I want to have smooth frame rates, as smooth as possible as it looks like I'm playing on a PC. That's basically the real reason why I want it. FPS, graphics, storage, bigger screen, and I heard the Joy-Cons are way smoother than the other Switches. So that's the real reason why I want it. And it's almost my birthday. The 5th of July is my birthday, which means I get special privileges. I think.